Dyslexic Genius here. I'm back on the phonograph,
Cornish.
the Cornish machine, and I'm reassembling it. And what I've done is I'm using hoodie graphite grease on this with a little bit of STP. And what I did was, on the spindle shaft, it tapers in like this, down in here. And I showed that in the previous video. So what I did was I put some hoodie on there, and then I added some STP right there, just to get this swirl, because it's running on a taper. And then I dropped a little bit of sewing machine oil right in here, because there's a felt under here. When I inserted this piece with a ball bearing, you have to adjust it for a little, just get it to where it will spin freely. I also rubbed in hoodie here and rubbed in hoodie on this. But when I assembled this, I put STP on the ball bearing, in the hole into the spindle shaft, and on the threads when I tightened it up. So tightening it up, it kind of takes a little dexterity. You have to hold the screwdriver in place when you tighten the nut, because when you tighten the nut, it's going to turn the screw. So if you tighten it up, then the spindle shaft will get tighter.
So you put a screwdriver in the slot to hold it in place and then
Tighten it up. I tightened it up finger tight like that where I got it. Then I came in with a crescent wrench and finished it off and
Finished the back part.
Yeah, I tightened it up, and then I kept testing the spindle shaft so it'll run. Because there's no way in heck you're going to come in here and ever oil this tapered fitting coming into here or down in here. And that's why I'm using the STP. The other thing is, we have to put these gears in. So this secondary gear comes in through here. And now you're running blind. So what we're going to do is get one of the screws in. The problem is, you have the two sides of the casting. You're going to slide this in. Then you have to hit this hole to this hole with one of these screws.
Okay, so why not slide it in and put a probe through that top hole?
And this probe I'm using here just fits through and just fits through. There's where it is, okay. And these are a booger to put in. There, I got it in. You see how that's in now?
Yeah.
I used a matchstick. And you'll come over here. They come apart nicely, but then they don't. There we go. So now we know where it is. Now what we're going to do We're going to drop some STP in here. We're going to put some STP on this. Screw with a pin. And just leave that snug. And you flip it over. Do the same thing here. I spilled my STP, that's why I'm getting it off the deck here. When you can feel the screw go in. Yes, we're having a big storm. And these just snug straight down. Then everything's running together. We're all in place now. Next thing that goes in is a spring barrel and then the governor shaft. And that's my tip for the day.